Hello students, welcome back in my accountancy class for higher secondary second year commerce. So in our last class I have discussed one of the important content of our first chapter, that is income and expenditure account, where I discussed what is income and expenditure account, what are its main features, and the difference between income and expenditure account and profit and loss account. Because while defining the income and expenditure account, we find that income and expenditure account is an account which is prepared by not-for-profit organization during an accounting year in order to find out the surplus earned, that means profit earned, or deficit suffered. Okay, and it is similar to the profit and loss of account of the trading organization. So we have differentiated between these two accounts and find some important difference between these two, and we have also discussed difference between income and expenditure account and receipts and payment account. Okay, so while discussing the differentiation between receipts and payment account and income and expenditure account, we find one of the important difference is that income and expenditure account, and another is receipts and payment account. Okay, so we find that receipts and payment account, actually while doing our practical solution, we also find that receipts and payment account includes capital as well as revenue items. Okay, capital as well as revenue items in receipts and payment account. That is for all the receipts, whether it is capital receipts or revenue receipts, we have included in receipts and payment account, and all the payments, whether it is a capital payment or revenue payment, we have included in our receipts and payment account. But while discussing the difference between receipts and payment account, income and expenditure account, and also the income and expenditure account and its features, we find that income and expenditure account is a revenue account. That means it includes only revenue incomes and revenue expenses for the current accounting year. That means, what do you mean by the current accounting year? The current accounting year means that for which year we are preparing the income and expenditure account. Okay, that means if it is preparing for 2010, so our current year is 2010, and in our income and expenditure account, only all the items, whether it is a revenue incomes and revenue expenses, only for 2010 will be included in income and expenditure account, and for 2011, that means for future year, we will not record it in our income and expenditure account. For 2009, we also not record it in our income and expenditure account, because income and expenditure account is an account which records only the revenue payments and revenue incomes earned by the organization, not for profit organization, during an accounting year. So this is the main difference between receipts and payment account and income and expenditure account. Okay, so receipts and payment account is an account which shows which is an asset account, as it shows the cash balance and bank balance of the year. Okay, so in preparing receipts and payment account, we have not differentiate between receipts, capital items and revenue items, because it does not going to reflect the surplus earned or deficit suffered by the non-trading organization. But income and expenditure account is a different account. It is a revenue account, and based on that account, the non-trading organization will find what are the amount of surplus and what are the amount of loss. So while preparing income and expenditure account, we have to adjust various information. Okay, so one example of that I am going to discuss today is the calculation of subscription income. Subscription income, as subscription is an income, but while preparing receipts and payment account, we find, suppose for example, we find subscription received rupees 50,000, for example. Okay, so if we prepare receipts and payment account, then full amount of rupees 50,000 will be included in receipts and payment account, because receipts and payment account records all the receipts in the current accounting year. But if we consider, if we notice, we can find that this 50,000 is the amount of subscription received by the non-trading organization for year suppose 2019. So can you identify what is the actual amount of subscription for 2019? Can you identify from that 50,000? No. But in income and expenditure account, we have to identify the subscription income only for 2019. So we have to adjust this subscription received, the total amount of subscription received in an organization during an accounting year, by adding some items or by deducting some items. But for reception payment account, we just in receipt side we just record subscription received rupees 50,000. But income and expenditure account is an account which records only the income earned during the year. So from this 50,000 we cannot identify whether it is for 2018, whether it is for 2018 or for 2020. Okay, so we have to identify, we have to add some items with this amount and less some items, and after balancing we find the total amount of subscription received during an year. Okay, so this is the actual topic that we are going to discuss today, that we are going to solve today. Okay, so first of all, I am giving you the format of calculating the subscription income for non-trading organization in an accounting year. Okay, so let's start our solution. Actually the format of calculation of subscription income for non-trading organization. Okay, so while calculating the subscription income, we have to prepare a statement. Okay, it is a so simple statement, just like that, to amount column. Okay, because as we are going to add some items or less some items, we need an inner column and then the final column. Okay, and this is our particulars column. Particulars amount. Okay, so this is our format for calculation of subscription income for the year ended dot. Okay, so this is the format for calculation of subscription income. Actually this type of question come in exam for 2 or 3 marks. Okay, so but this calculation is necessary because while preparing income and expenditure account, we have to do this type of balance, this type of calculation, our income and expenditure account. So before going to solve the income and expenditure account, I am here solve the only one item of income and expenditure account, that is subscription income. That means what is the amount of subscription income earned by the non-trading organization during an accounting year, that is only for the current year. Okay, so first we have to write amount received during the year, as subscription. Okay, so first we have to write the total amount of receipt. Okay, suppose the total amount of 20,000. Okay, in our information we find the total amount is 20,000, but we cannot identify this from this 20,000 whether it is for current year, it is for previous year, or it is for the future year. So we have to write this total amount, let's say that total amount of subscription received during the year in final column. Okay, so okay, next we have to add. Okay, we have to add or less some items. So what are the adding items? First we add outstanding subscription for current year. Okay, outstanding subscription for current year. Okay, this item we will add. Why we are adding this point? Because for example, in an organization there is a 20 member. Okay, there is a 20 member and the amount of subscription is 50. Okay, so the total amount will be 1,000. That means for 2019, I'm giving this as example, For 2019, the total amount of subscription income for the non-trading organization is rupees 1000. Okay, this is the actual amount of income. But when receiving the subscription income, we have received subscription income for 15 members for 50. So what is rupees 750? So we have to receive the total amount is 1000, but 5 members, they have not paid the subscription amount yet, so it is outstanding. So what will be the outstanding for 5 members at the rate rupees 50? So 250 is the outstanding for the current year. Okay, so as it is outstanding for the current year, that means in the next year we are going to receive it. But while receiving the amount in the next year, it is the amount of income not for the next year but for the current year. So subscription outstanding at the end of the current year we have to add. Okay, so for example that I have given, there is a 20 members and they have paid rupees 50 as subscription, so the total amount will be rupees 1000 as income for the non-trading organization, but they have received only from 15 members. So what is the outstanding? Outstanding is for 5 members at the rate rupees 50, so the amount is 250 is the outstanding. It is the income for the current year, so it will be received in the next year or in year after. So it is a income for the current year, so we have to add this item. Okay, so first we write amount received during the year as subscription, that is means the total amount of subscription received by the non-trading organization. Next we add outstanding subscription for current year, so as it is a add items we write here. Next we add another items or less. Next we add another item. Okay, so what is the item? Amount received in the previous year but related to the current year. Important, amount received in the current year. Sorry, amount received in the previous year for current year. Okay, just read this point, amount received in the previous year but for the current year. Suppose it is we are finding out the subscription income for 2019. Okay, so for example there is a member in non-trading organization, he paid the amount of subscription, that is we have taken example that 20 members at the rate rupees 50. Okay, so from these 20 members, one member have paid this 50 for the 2019. One member of the organization paid rupees 50 for 2019 in 2018. Okay, that means in 2018 that person paid rupees 50 as advance subscription. Okay, so that means amount received in the previous year but for the current year. Okay, so this 50 the person have paid in the previous year is income for the current year, so we have to add this item. Okay, just read this point, amount received in the previous year but for the current year. So we are calculating the subscription income for the current year, so the amount that we have received in the previous year we have to add this with the current year's income. So I am adding this item with the total amount of subscription. Next we less some items. Okay, so after adding these two, we will add both this amount here. Okay, we will transfer this amount to the, after adding these two items in final column. Okay, and add these two items. Okay. Next we are going to less some items. This first one item is amount received in the current year but for previous year. Okay, this is the opposite of that item. Okay, in the previous item we have said I said that the amount received in the current year, amount received in the previous year but for the current year. That means for it is a current year income because for the person have paid the amount advance in the previous year. But in this point it's said that amount received in the current year but for the previous year. That means suppose I am a member of non-trading organization and in 2018 I have not paid or I am not able to pay the subscription amount. So while paying the amount for 2019, I will pay first 2018 then 2019. So it is not the income for the current year, so it is for the previous year. Okay, so we have to less this item. So amount received in the current year but for the previous year. So it is a income for the previous year, so we have to less that item. Okay, next another item is amount received in the current year but for future years. This item is amount received in the current year but for future year. Suppose it is an accounting year for 2019 and I am a member of that organization and I have paid 50 for 2019 and another 50 for 2020. Okay, that means the advance subscription that I have paid. Okay, so now tell me this 50 will add or less. Sure, we less that item because it is the income for 2020. So that means that the organization have received from me the subscription for 2020 for future year in 2019 in current year. So we have to less that item. That means amount received in the current year but for future year. Okay, so this is the actual format for preparing for calculating the subscription income, in an accounting year. And we can say that we have find that what is the actual amount that will be credited to income and expenditure account as subscription income, because while preparing subscription income and expenditure account as subscription is income, so we will record this item in the credit side because credit side is an income side. Okay, so note this format in your copy. That is the calculation of subscription income during an accounting year for the non-trading organization. Okay, so let's solve a solution. Okay, so now I'm going to solve a question from this topic, that is the calculation of subscription income. Okay, I'm writing the question in board. From the following information, ascertain or calculate the amount of subscription relating to the year 2010 for a club. Okay, so for 2010, so what is our current year? Our current year is 2010. So first, subscription relating to the year. Subscription relating to the year 2010 received in 2009 rupees 200. Okay, this is our first information. Then subscription relating to the year 2009 received in 2010. And the amount is rupees 500. This is our second information. Next, subscription relating to the year 2011 received in 2010. Amount is rupees 500. Next, total subscription received in the year 2010. Total subscription received in the year 2010, and amount is rupees 8,000. Okay, so copy it. This is our question, so note it in your copy. Okay, so read this question carefully. From the following information, ascertain, that means calculate, the amount of subscription relating to the year 2010. So our current year is 2010. Remember, while calculating the subscription income for any accounting year, we have to know what is the date of our current accounting year. So in that question, our current accounting year is 2010. Okay, next, what is the item? Subscription relating to the year 2010 received in 2009. That means for current year, that means for 2010, the amount of subscription for relating to the year 2010 received in 2009. So now tell me, for which year it is the income? It is the income for the which year? So for subscription relating to the 2010 received in 2009, that means in previous year they have received the subscription for current year. So I will add this item. Okay, next, subscription relating to the year 2009. Okay, carefully read it carefully. Subscription relating to the year 2009, that means 2009 is our previous year, received in 2010. That means in 2009 some of the member could not pay this amount as subscription in 2009, but they have paid that amount in 2010. So it is not the income for the current accounting year, it is the income for the previous year accounting year. So we have to less that item. Next, subscription relating to the year 2011, that means if it is a current, if the current year is 2010, so 2011 is our future year. That means subscription relating to the year 2011 received in 2010. That means while while payment of subscription, one of the member or some members have paid subscription for 2010 but for 2011 also. Okay, so as it is relating to the year 2011 and received in the current accounting year, so it is not the income for the current accounting year, it is the income for the future accounting year, that means for 2011. So we will less that item. And next one is the total amount of subscription received in the year 2010. So from this 8,000, that means the total amount of subscription received in the year with 8,000, we have to add the first item and less that two items, and after balancing we will find what is the subscription income for 2010. Okay, so let's start our solution. Okay, so what is the format? Amount as it is a statement, so there is no debit and credit. Particulars. In the top of the statement we have to write in the books of the club, because it is a for the club. Next, below that we write calculation of subscription income for 2010. Okay, so this is the format by which we will find the total amount of subscription in the year 2010. So from our information, what is our first information we need? We need the total amount of subscription received in 2010. So in the last information we find the total amount of subscription received. So we write amount received during 2010. What is the amount? 8,000. Okay, so this is the actual amount of subscription received in 2010. That means from this item, in that item there is a subscription for 2009, subscription for 2010 and subscription for 2011. So from that amount we have to find the subscription amount only for 2010. So then what is the first information? Subscription relating to the year 2010, that means for 2010 current year received in previous year. So we have to add that item. Add subscription for 2010 received in 2009. Why we add that item? Because it is for subscription for 2010 and 2010 is a current accounting year and amount is received in the previous year. So as though we have received that amount in the previous year, but it is the amount of income for the current year, so we have add that item. And what is the amount? The amount is rupees 200. Okay, next, is there any item that we need to add? No. Okay, so we have to add. Okay, 8,200. Okay, next, subscription relating to the year 2009, that means for previous year received in 2010. Okay, so we have to less that item because subscription for 2009, that means as it is an accounting current year is 2010, it is for 2009. For previous year it is the income for the previous year for 2009, but the amount is received in subscription for 2009 received in 2010. Though we have received that amount in the current accounting year, but we cannot say that it is the income for the current year, because it is the income for 2009, so it is income for the previous year. So we have to less that item from the total amount of subscription received during the year, and the amount is rupees 500. Okay, what is the next item? Next item is subscription relating to the year 2011 received in 2010. Okay, just like this point, while in that point it is for 2009 received in 2010, that means for previous year. Okay, but another item is subscription for 2011, that means so the next item is subscription relating for 2011. Okay, so as it is the amount of income for the next year, but we have received that in current year, so it is the income for the next year, not for the current year. So you have to less that item, less subscription received for 2000, subscription for 2011 received in 2010. So it is for 2011, that means for previous, for future year, not for the current year. So we have to less that item, and the amount is 500. So there is no other item, so both the item will be less. So we have to 500 plus 500 is 1000, and then we less the total, less one total amount 7200, and against this we have to write subscription income for 2010. This is the solution of our current problem. Okay, so in the next class we will solve some more problem from this content, and all of you should note this solution and try it in your home. Okay, so till then, goodbye.